Hello, hi everybody. Welcome in. welcome. Hi Leronix. Hi Ella. Hi Kit. Welcome. We have some new folks also. Hi. Hello. New stream. Who dis? You know who. Hi. Oh man. Hi. Oh, I'm like so like still tense today, but we're doing good. Hope you guys are good. Happy Tuesday, by the way. I've never been here before. Damn. Says the person with the 6 months sub badge. Okay, damn. Preemptively subbing, yeah. Hell, I mean, if we can encourage that behavior, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man, first time, I'm glad you enjoy the vibe because I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be still doing this for until like I'm an old shriveled up man. Holy. Oh man. Hi. Hope you guys are good. Happy. There's like a few things happening today. I'm like, I don't really know exactly if they'd be considered holiday, but it's something. It's like Happy Transvisibility Day. There's also wasn't there like something else I saw something else on Twitter. I can't remember what. There's a few other things. Basically just, hope you're doing good today. Hell yeah. Oh my god, also. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, dude. I can't believe that for whatever reason, I'm sorry if you're not familiar with me and what I do, right? And you're here from like, if you've seen a Twitter post where I was like, say hi or say who, basically. And I'm like, I'm just thinking it's interesting because I swear to God, I just don't know how Twitter works, bro. I don't understand it, but whatever, it's fine. It's April 1st for some people. That's true. It is April 1st in like the upside down world. Yeah. Who understands how like, any part of social media works, man? I'm doing my best. So, I don't know. April 1st is tomorrow, and what I'm getting is something in the mail. That's about it. That's all I plan to do is catch up on sleep and errands. God, I do eventually want to do stuff for like April Fools at some point, but I'm like, nothing like harmful. Dude, I hate when people do some like crazy stuff on April Fools. Or like companies. Oh my god, it's such a pet peeve of mine. When like companies do like an April Fools, it's like, oh, here's like this cool feature in your favorite video game, April Fools, and it's like, hey man, what if I actually want that in the video game? And now nobody is like gonna like actually be able to get that because of the fact that it's an April Fool's joke. Or it's really just them testing the waters. Oh my god, dude. I hate that. It's so stupid. I don't know. Maybe if it's like so obviously like a joke, then it's like a thing, Yeah, here's Bloodborne too, except it's April Fool's. That's fine. Whatever, man. Whatever. But hi, welcome in. Hello. It's not like a bad comment I had the other day, but it's like I kept on thinking about it. It's like It's like not what, like your voice is not what I visually expected. It's not that it's like even super far off, but it's like it's so silly to think about. It was like somebody was saying that I sound way more like intense or something than I visually look like, and that's kind of silly in hindsight because I feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like I look intimidating at some points, and then I sound nice. I don't know, intense. I don't know what wording they were saying. It was something like, I don't know. It was just like I've been thinking about. Not that I don't match the looks. It's more just like it's interesting whenever somebody has like a voice that, like, I don't know what some people would expect from certain voices versus like what people present as. It's kind of neat, but like also kind of silly. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not upset by it. More, I'm like, I wonder, you know, do you expect me to be like, like what kind of voice would I don't know. I can only imagine my own voice kind of coming out of my own person. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. Scary old man. Kind of. No, I don't believe I would be a scary old man. Yeah, all I can imagine is my voice. I don't know. Yeah, because it's like now I'm like, the tone kind of goes right, in my opinion. It just makes me question things, you know? Oh well. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Hi. Happy Tuesday. Again, I was saying happy Happy Transvisibility Day. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hell yeah, dude. It's like, I'm trying to think of like anything else I saw that was like quote unquote this like thing that is happening today. I think that's about it. Besides like there's April Fool's tomorrow or today for some. Happy April Fools. Happy April Fools from your favorite Australian streamer. Me. I'm certainly everybody's favorite Australian morning streamer. Yep, that's why I'm called Hooty Hoo the Night Owl. Oh my god. Hi, how are ya? I'm good. Happy Tuesday. Oh my god, yeah. Your favorite Australian Portuguese streamer, bro. April Fools, it's the 31st. Yeah, exactly. You know, they should really just do like, if they're doing anything involving like daylight savings, they should just do like, you know, just it being on April Fools. That way, if you like sleep in, it's nobody's fault, right? You were Korean. Yep, you got me. I'm just gonna say yes and. Yes, and also Portuguese and Irish and I don't know what else. Australian, I was saying earlier, yeah. Yeah. A very worldly individual. Crazy. Oh my god, dude. It's kind of silly. I choose, instead of looking things up, I just choose to believe what people tell me. Yeah. Oh my god. April Fool's tomorrow for you, so I have a cousin whose birthday. Oh no. That would be kind of messed up, actually. I'm sorry for them if they actually have to deal with that. Oh no. Get a streamer who can do it all. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not actually Australian. I just know that there's a few Australian like chat members. Some of the hooligans are Australian. What? You're lying. What? You're you what do you mean? Yeah, man. I'm exactly how you know, how you think of me, except for the fact that I'm not in certain spaces, time zones at least. I can only live in one spot, and unfortunately, I don't live in the down under. Be nice to visit friends from down under, though. I have like a few others that are a few friends that are like actually from Australia. That'd be kind of neat. Mm. Does Floridian have a subcategory? Um, you know, a lot of people would say so, yeah. Like even if you're not from the States, it's like you'd probably be able to say, yeah, you know, I wouldn't say I'm American, I'm from Florida. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. When Hooty in Germany. I feel like if I were to go to Europe, I'd want to go to major like major places, like at least go into certain big cities. So it'd be kind of neat to visit. I don't know where, like, you know, would be first for me, but it'd be like cool to see, yeah, the castles of Germany. Yeah. Hamburg. Yeah. I know I have, oh, hey, thank you. Hey, Xander, thank you for the 10 bits, dude. Hell yeah. Hawaiian time. I love a good doubloon. A good silver dollar or like gold coins. Dude, have you seen that there's been some people that have done like what's called like challenge coins, where it's like they have like a straight up like solid gold or silver doubloons. Yeah. I said that was the one word I could get away with, okay? One word. Hmm. Hey, wait. Okay, okay. Good day, night, everyone. Enjoyed the stream. Appreciate you. Back to watching true crime. Hell yeah, dude. I feel like it's really funny because that's one of the only other things I've been told. It's like you could totally do some true crime podcasts. I'm like, would I? I feel like I'd get a little depressed from like how intense certain true crime is, man. It's like, oh my god, you fucking hate true crime. Whenever I've heard stories from true crime, I'm like, this is so depressing and sad and upsetting. I don't want to deal with I don't know, man. I'm sorry if that's the thing that you enjoy, but I'm like, I don't know if it's exactly for my taste. So hi from France, says a new follower. Well, welcome in. Hi. Hope you're having a nice night. I know it's late where you are, but I appreciate you coming on by, saying hi. France is also another place I'd love to eventually visit. I know that there's like a lot of touristy places, but there's also like really well, like, instead of like going to like the Eiffel Tower in France, right? I would love to see like certain art museums, because I know that there's like a bit more of appreciation over in certain places like France. I love art, man. So hell yeah. Welcome in. Hi. I've never actually been to Europe. It'd be so fun. Traveling across the pond, basically. Hooty loves art. Say it ain't so. I do. I wouldn't say that I'm like you know, hoity toity, like fine arts kind of guy. Ow. Welcome in. But I do have an appreciation for sure. Hmm. Hi. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good week. I'm actually kind of excited for April to start because there's a few other games and things that are going to be happening soon. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Hello, hi. Hola. Like how many ways can I say hi, right? There are so many new games in April. It's exciting. Go to France, go to like Axion Province. I've heard of, I think that's actually something I've heard. Yeah. I'm good. Hi. Do apologize. I don't know Spanish. Uh but it's okay. Welcome in. I think it's ENG, by the way, Gaia. There you go. But it's okay. Mm-hmm. Don't you know Spanish? I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of language learning. If I did have like, oh man, if I knew multiple languages, definitely would love to know like multiple, like not just like English for sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting. I was literally in the middle of saying that I would like to know language. That's a really interesting thing in my opinion. Learning different languages. I just never had I had classes in high school, but they were also like terribly maintained. In my school, it was just like not even the teacher knew how to speak it, and I'm like, why are you teaching it then, huh? I don't know. Mm. It was basically like all through packets and like handouts, and I think the only way that the teacher was even able to grade it was through like Google Translate, and I'm like, man, why was it the class as an option? You had to take a language elective. You had like legally they had to provide it in order to be a high school. Legally, in order to become a high school, they had to be like, we offer a language class. It's not good, but we offer it. English is already so hard. I don't have the capacity to learn a third one right now. I hear you. Same with my high school. It's crazy, bro. I grew up in the middle of the woods where there was like there was only certain people that like even knew, I don't know, they barely had a high school. I'm lucky that it wasn't like straight up in the middle of nowhere, but it was very, very close. It was like my neighbor would have been like maybe a 30-minute walk kind of thing. In the middle of the woods. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, English is not an easy language in the first place, too. But I do wish that, like, if there was a way for me to just, like, know all languages, it'd be kind of neat. Our class was taught in Spanish. Oh. I feel like that's so, like, okay. I mean, that's such a weirdly specific thing to have. Hmm. Because it's like, okay, imagining like a school where you're like, I don't know, the fact that like a lot of you were like not even just Latino and Latina, it's that you were from like Mexicans. Like it's like what the, and then like taking being Spain Spanish is crazy specific. Hmm. Yeah, you could survive anywhere. Yeah, it would be such a useful thing to just know all languages. So I'm like, I really do think it'd be very cool, but it does absolutely take a tremendous like effort to learn language, let alone like, I don't know. I feel like if I had the free time, there would be like other things that I would like to know, but it's like not an easy thing, just in general, bro. Hmm. So hi. You're just saying your model looks so pretty. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Hi. You are new here and you are just joining us. Hi, my name is Hooty Who. I am the night owl with the nice deep voice. That is who. So welcome, welcome. We've had a lot of new folks today, so it's very cool. Mm. Spanish was all over the place. Means more formal Spanish than casual. There's like straight up different dialects of like so many languages too. So like the fact that like, I don't know, having that like it'd be such a difficult thing for it's like even English has like, you could talk to somebody from like, I don't know, the deep south of like, you know, the States. It's going to be very different than somebody from like, I don't know, like North England. It's like, it's going to range a lot for just so many different ways people talk. I'm from Ireland and I understand nothing. I think it's kind of silly because of the fact that like I can get the gist of like what people say most of the time, even in like certain things. Hmm, I'm just like, I kind of wish that there was like there's getting more and more easy access ways to translate, but like, you know, even like amongst the same language, that's all I mean. It's like it's even difficult for that stuff, bro. Hmm. Also, the fact that all like I'm just thinking, there's like full-fledged different languages that use the same like alphabet. That's like that's also a very weirdly unique thing of like, well, not even unique, but it's like that's a crazy thing for the fact that like English, I think like English, German, Spanish. I'm trying to think of like all of the ones with the same like alphabet even. There's like a whole lot. It's crazy to me. French, Italian, and I'm like, oh my god, please. Oh man. Mm-hmm. Call me Max. I'm your local Lynx. Ah, welcome in, Max. I'll try to keep in mind if you are, you know, it helps a lot more if people are consistent, like chatters and stuff, or if I remember names. I'm just gonna be so real. It's not the easiest when it's like a one and done interaction, if that makes sense. But I'll try to keep it in mind. Mm. If you could learn a language, what would you use, or what would you learn? I mean, I think the most practical would be like Spanish. But for me, I'm like, I'm gonna be so real. I'm too much of a weeaboo that I would want to learn Japanese. I'm sorry. It's not even useful for like most of what I would want to do. And I'm like, oh, it would not be like necessary. But dude, I don't know. I love manga and anime and other things like that too much. But I'm like, there's also like, there's such a huge environment of like, I don't know, like Mandarin and Cantonese people that enjoy VTubers, that I'm like, that's such an interestingly specific, like, I would also want to know that, but that's even like, it's more useful in a way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How useful Spanish would be. It would have been in reality to learn. Mm. Should know Spanish based off your last name. Anyone in chat is learning Korean, I recommend. Is that like an app or translation help? I've heard that it's like sometimes Korean can be like specific in pronunciation, but at least their written language is something that can be, if you're like an English speaker, could be something that's like not as difficult due to the fact that they have like, I think, a similar number of like letters in their alphabet. I don't remember what specifically it is, but it's like there's like a correlation. Worse at picking up new languages as I get older. I think that's normal though, right? I'm pretty sure that like you're as mobile, you're as like malleable to learn language when you're younger, and like as you grow up, it's gonna be so much more. Uses two number systems, really? Oh, I did not know that. Your Spanish is from the Caribbean. Sorry, there's like the difference in saying that even. Mine's a mess though, because I can't use it. Don't use it enough. That's valid. I mean, like the fact that like, yeah, you might lose it if you don't use it, kind of thing. Definitely heard that. If you're not somebody that like consistently uses any sort of skill, like even drawing, you can start to like lose your touch. I learned Tagalog. I know it's like I think it's from the Philippines. Tagalog. I don't remember how it's that even is pronounced to say the language's name. I knew a few people that know it because it's like there's somebody else that I like used to watch that had a good chunk of people that were from the Philippines, and it's kind of neat. I knew like I from that I learned like something, but I think I've like lost entirely all of it. It was basically just like the simple things, but it was like it's all like in one ear out the other. So I don't remember it, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, there's like a whole lot of language that just, it'd be cool to be able to snap your fingers, right? And just like, oh, now I know, right? It's good stuff. But yeah, I've only had the opportunity to really know English, unfortunately. Have you heard about the K-pop Demon Hunters Happy Meal? I really actually want it, despite how like nasty the purple sauce looks. Oh my god, I want to try it. I love that. You guys seen the airplane security video? I'm not sure if I have. I'm not familiar. I learn it because I'm part Filipino. And you don't speak the language. That's valid. I think that like, if you know like other people that would know the language so you can talk, I know that's like so much better for any language ever. Like if you can actually have conversation with it. Got stuck with the Super Mario meal? Nah. Well, I know which one I would prefer. I saw like somebody had a review of like the new Mario movie that it was so scathing. And I'm like, honestly, I don't even mind. I kind of like, it's almost deserved by this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Like, I'm not a Nintendo diehard. I'm not like watching the movie day one. But I'm certainly a fan of K-pop Demon Hunters. I've like, even now, it's like what, 9 months or so past like when they first released the movie. I'm still listening to the music. Holy bro. Yeah, if you're in the Discord, that'd be a better way to like show a video. Because we have little spaces for that. Yeah. Wish we could like copy paste stuff in your brains. I feel like maybe eventually, but that's like some wild technology, you know? The movie, but it's like I'll like the Happy Meal. I think if I had a choice between like the Super Mario Happy Meal and then like the K-pop Demon Hunters, like, you know, those two, I feel like those IPs, I'm gonna just go with the K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm gonna be so real. Also true, like the promo for the movie, for the like Happy Meal itself is like actually so good. Dude, I'm like, it's, you know how like the Grimace shake was the thing though? The purple sauce from like the K-pop Demon Hunters like Happy Meal, it just makes me think of that, right? Oh my god. I'm just like, it's so gnarly looking. Like, why does it have to be so like so vividly purple? You know? I'm like, what did you put in there? Did you ground up some demons and actually put it in the sauce? It's very purple. They won't say what the flavor is. That's not reassuring. That isn't reassuring at all. That's not. Hey man, I'm out here trying to, you know, trust this process, but at least tell me if it's like barbecue sauce, if it's like ketchup and ranch. What are we doing? What is that? What if somebody's like, you know, they have their people have their preferences. Let people know. What is it? Spicy? Is it sweet? I have no idea. Just purple ketchup. By this point, that's what I'm hoping it is, because I don't know if I can handle much else. I don't know if I can handle that, bro. Dip it in your nuggets in the sauce. Turns out, uh-oh, surprise, it's chocolate sauce. Why did we do this? Don't know. Could have told you that it was chocolate, but no, decided to just make it a surprise. Now that would mess up somebody's day, I think. Actually, holy. Oh my god. Repackaged Halloween ketchup. Ew. Nasty. The funky purple ketchup from Heinz. I've heard about it, but I never had the chance to have it. Oh my god. Yeah, purple chocolate sauce. It would just be so nasty to like. I'm expecting some sort of like savory like sauce dip, bro. Oh my god. I'm just like, I mean, you know, it is helpful to look at to see what's in there, but also that is so much information. I got, oh my god, the ingredient list is a little much. I'm sorry, it's okay though. Oh man, bro. People who have gotten it say it's like hot mustard with nose burn of wasabi. That's, I don't know if I like that. Mustard, hot mustard, and wasabi. So did they just put like horseradish in like? In in a kid's Happy Meal, some kid is gonna get like a wild reaction, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, man, this was not exactly meant for the kids meal kids, but hey." Kind of gives me an idea, but yeah, I gotta see. I gotta try it for sure. I feel like, I've never been the type that's enjoyed like a lot of the wasabi flavor. It's just from what I remember, from those that have had like the wasabi from like actually Japan versus the wasabi that we claim that is wasabi here. It's like the wasabi here in the States is like, it's just horseradish. I'm trying not to like stumble over my words when I say that. It's like horseradish. I don't know why that's like a weird shape in my mouth. Also, yo, Panda with the 45 stream streak. Let's go, dude. Halfway to 1,000,000. Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one. Mayo with with my purple hair, and fuck, it's not purple. It's fine. It's fine. And I head out. No worries. Appreciate ya. Hope you enjoy art. Hell yeah, dude. Gotta lurk and keep, the good vibe going. Real wasabi, from what I've heard, is like 20-minute peak flavor. Be definitely difficult to globalize. Yeah. It's like a weirdly specific plant or something, right? So like trying to like get it across the sea or like overseas in general might be a little difficult. Yeah. I love this song, by the way. This is another one that would actually be like such a banger to do a cover of. There's a few songs that I'm like, I've been kind of obsessed with recently, and this is absolutely one. I think the root itself is super expensive, so most places just choose not to get it. Ah, I see. Whole episodes on when they were like farming wasabi. Ooh. I love seeing stuff like the equivalent of like how it's made. And I'm like, man, why isn't there like a more modern version of that show, right? I know that I guess they might have like really just stopped because of cable television. But bro, like it was such a good show. I learned how to make so many things that I have no recollection of. It was just like Cocomelon for like 2000s kids. It's like you have that on and it's like, yes. I need to know where the hell aluminum foil comes from. Yes. Because it kind of is with some YouTubers, but definitely not as in depth. Yeah, I could imagine just due to the fact that like it might take a lot of like you'd have to basically get in the factory to be and then like permission to film and record their process basically. Watch Cocomelon right now, I dare you. I'm okay. I don't need the like the Subway Surfers or Cocomelon on the like second monitor. How it's made is always fun to watch. Just put it on the back and do whatever. Dude, it was like it's such a good one for I don't know, just like but yeah, you don't need to watch the whole thing, but it's like listening is enough to be like, oh yeah, there's some noise going on. Is the the guy who does the parodies of How It's Made. Yeah, that dude, I watch it on the occasion. His name is Hugbees. If you're not familiar, he's like a very silly YouTuber. Dude, How It's Made was definitely super chill. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I guess since there's like only a couple people doing it, it might be like a really cool niche if they brought it back in a major way. But I'm like, I doubt they would. So I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Does the voice and cadence so perfectly, I get thrown off. I have watched his videos before he started doing those parodies. So that's why I'm like, I'm familiar enough to be like, oh yeah, that's the parody guy. Like he's friends with Charlie Moist Critical. So it's like since I used to watch a lot of Charlie's videos, him being sometimes in collaborations would be like, oh yeah, that's the same dude. Background noise is what I'm like hooked on TikTok. Yeah. Narrates fairy tales. Oh, that's fun though. That's such a cute little niche. I love that. Just hearing a little like Grimm's fairy tales or like folk tale. I love that. Ooh, Your Lie in April. That's a sad one from what I remember. It's been so long that I'm like, I feel like it'd be an interesting one to watch, but also like I don't think I've been in the mood to be sad for a bit. I'm like, there's already so much going on. I want some good vibes, yeah. I've been watching on YouTube who's been doing like How It's Made type videos, but it's only in Japan. I think you've shown me like a couple videos. Or is that, or am I thinking of the one that's like just going around to like like shops where it's like stores or little restaurants? That's the dude. Okay, that's a fun one. Yeah, I do like a lot of like I don't know. There's a lot of YouTubers that I just put in the background whenever I'm working on stuff. I feel like one that I do really enjoy that I just like, I don't know, I put on the back that I don't think would be super common. Let me think of like, let me go through mine. I have, oh dude, there's like video essays. Oh my God. There's a few YouTubers that are like obsessed with like sort of like the idea of like abnormal biology, but like it would be like sci-fi and like weird stuff, and it's so neat. Mm. Also, have you watched Hell of a Boss? I have not, but I'm not sure if like it's really for me. Like what? They've talked about like the what would be theoretically the biology of like dragons or unicorns in history, or like where the idea of a goblin comes from. And I'm like, oh dude, it's so interesting. Or like, why are we afraid of like shadows in the dark or stuff like that? I'm like, oh shit, I love that. It's so cool. They're like, where does the idea of a dragon come from? I love dragons, blah, blah, blah. And it just like dives into it. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. This is my jam. It's like, there's such a grand and wide myth of dragons in almost every myth in the world. Where were they and why are they like this and where did they come from? And I was like, that is an interesting thought. That is very true. Yeah, it's the dude that that did those videos. Yeah, I've shown you a couple of their stuff. They've done like ones where it's full dives into like, you know, folk tales and stuff too. Even it's very cool. Yeah, where does it originate from? I don't know. It might be from like dinosaur bones, but that's like assuming that like certain civilizations have seen dinosaur bones. And I don't think that's like, I don't know if that's the case, right? I have the link. I can probably find it actually. Yeah. Hold a moment. Hold a moment. There we go. There we go. Here it is. Sending in the Discord. Actually, you know what? Not just to you. Let me send it in the like stream Discord. Oh, that was the previous thing I had copied. There it is. Nice. I'll also put it in the Discord. Yeah. Not me having like a meme still previously copied. But yeah, that's another one. This dude has like a lot of really interesting videos on his channel where he just dives into some like interesting stuff. I'm like, I would definitely recommend a few of his like stuff involving even like alien planets or like other things. Like he dives into like game stuff too, which is cool. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters. Yatta. Hands in 5. Thank you for the reminder, guys. Yeah, how opposite cultures and opposite ends of the world have like the same depictions of dragons. It is so wildly like it's crazy how that happens. It's like it's so real though. Also, I'm gonna guess from the name you like owls. Not only do I like owls, I am one. Welcome in, hi. He hates them. Oh my god. Dragons are cool. I have like such like I really love a lot of things like dragons or like I'm definitely like a fantasy genre kind of dude. You can probably tell a little bit from like how often I talk about certain things. But I mean, I also can cast spells, okay? Dabble in the bits of arcane and magic stuffs. I'm a little bit of a freak, I guess, in that way. So I'm like, it's very interesting to me, man. I feel like if I did do stuff like deep dives into like that stuff, I'd have to dive into stuff that I would actually know. But I'm very like I'm not the most knowledgeable person. I wouldn't say like I could do video essays on like actual historic things or stuff like that. I can just like yap about my passions for hours though. So I don't know. Yeah. Just like, hey, I like this, and then yell about it for hours at end, bro. Oh man, I guess that's kind of something. That's something more than some people could. I feel like I have such a specific talent of just, I don't know, yapping about nothing for hours. Share your interests. I was actually looking into certain things yesterday, at least last night, and oh my god, it's so silly. There's like there's apparently different ways that people just like pronounce certain like fantasy words that are so like not polar, but it's like I have such a specific way to like say certain like words in these like saying artificer instead of like the fact that some people would claim that the word is pronounced artificer because they're artifices. They make artifices. Why would it be pronounced differently? There is a technically correct way to say that, in my opinion. Sorry, it's like specifically stuff like that. It's like, come on, man. Artificer. No, that's not it. They make artifices. An artifice is a magic object. It's the dialects, man. Sure, okay. Sure. I'm just like, how would I say artifact in that pronunciation? Are I'm like, I'm trying to say it wrong, like intentionally. Artifact, artificer. Now I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, artifact. I'm just like, artifact is like the way to say it, but it's also like artificer, artifice. You know what you know, it's fine. It's not important. Just know that I looked up the word artifice. That word. Now I'm like messing up my own word. Now I'm messing up it myself, okay? God damn. Oh my god. Looked up that word the other day. That's all. Get fancy with it like in French. You know, it might just be from the French origin is why it's pronounced different. Yeah, I'm losing it, guys. Please help me. Help me. Or like, jeez, there's like so many specific words that are just for like fantasy novels and stories. You're on your own. I know. Nobody can tell me how to say certain words. Also, ads are going. Yeah, the ads saved me. Now I don't have to have the embarrassment of like being tongue tied. Rubber boat, rubber boat, rubber baby bubby, rubber baby buggy bumpers. You know, red leather, yellow leather. Ah. Just start doing vocal warm-ups during the break. Man. So silly. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, tongue twisters is during the handbrakes. I mean, it could help at least. It's like getting up and stretching as well as like doing some, you know, tongue twisters. Also, welcome in. Hi. Hi, Angel. Hope you're having a good one. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What is a peck of pickled peppers? I'm not familiar. Peter Piper picked a peck. It's just like, I get more caught up on like, what the hell is that even? More than like the word, right? I'm like, hold on. And then like it buffers into my head for a second. I'm like, what the heck is a peck of pickled peppers? It's fine. Why are the peppers already pickled? That's true. How are they already pickled? Also, hi. I welcome in Bella. Most tongue twisters are nonsense, aren't they? I guess in a way. I mean, instead, like, unless you're just yelling about like toy boats. That's the one about like seashells. She sells seashells by the seashore, right? That one. She sells seashells by the seashore. This is bringing back to like me from elementary school when I had to do like they were like, hey man, unless you go through these vocal warm-ups, you're gonna have a lisp. So I'm not exactly the best at like tongue twisters, but I'm like not the worst at them. A peck is 8 dry quarts or 16 dry pints. They do help. Also, welcome back from ads. Yeah, I do like a lot of the tongue twisters that are just silly. Ooh, hi, welcome in. If you're just joining us, welcome in. Hi, my name is Hooty Hoo. I am the Night Owl VTuber with a nice deep voice. And we've just been yapping today, really. I did have an idea to play some games, but it has been nice to just like hang out and yap with you guys. Especially if you know, like, you know, if you're just new, getting to know you guys a good bit is fun too. Hell yeah. You like my voice. Not your words, but you know. Appreciate that. Welcome in. As long as you're not being, you know, freaks, that's fine. We have like our own mild definition of it, just for our own sake. You know, with everything with moderation, right? Not making it like other people's problem kind of thing, right? You know? Yeah. Also, welcome in. Hi, Raina. Hope you're good. Happy Tuesday, guys. If I was going to be playing a game today, right? I was thinking that we'd want to... I would want to play a bit of some more Monster Hunter stories, because I've been a bit into it recently. But I'm trying to think. Hmm. Have I been like, I've been kind of just like wanting to have a vibe day despite the fact that I have one scheduled for Friday, you know? Your birthday was on Thursday. Oh, your is on Thursday, so it will be. Oh, hell yeah. Happy early birthday, dude. Welcome in. It's nice to, it's nice to see so many new folks, though. Yeah. We've been playing a tiny bit of Monster Hunter Stories because it's like, it's one of those games where I feel like, how do I explain? It's like an easy to understand RPG. Basically, all you gotta know is that there's basically rock, paper, scissors with big monsters. And I've been really enjoying it. But I think it's hard to say. Do whatever you want if you want to go off schedule. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I'm in the mood to go off schedule, and it feels like maybe today is one of those days where it's like I like the energy, so I'm like I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing now. I'm enjoying the vibe. I'm enjoying it. But for real though, I'm like there's been so many different like video essays that I've been watching in the back to get inspiration for things and stuff. Like I know that somebody was asking, not like earlier today in stream, but I saw somebody like be like, is there any like lore behind certain things? I'm like, I do have lore, but I've never really delved into it too much, you know? I feel like just saying lore isn't as like, it's not as fun as just having it be experienced, I guess. You get to experience the lore by just being here, right? I don't know. I want to eventually have like lore video stuff, but like, that's a whole different set of problems to get that going. Bake the lore into streams. It's true. I like that. Someday. Yeah, the lore will be spilled for all to see. Like, someday. Is a project. I have had conversations with like certain companies on like if I were to have a lore video made, what would it be like? And it's really interesting. There's a lot of different like there is so many ways to go about it, and I'm like, that's fun. I have other things to be able to tell you, environmental sort of storytelling thing, at least for now. Dude, there's also, oh my god, it's just like maybe with a view like a music video instead of just like a lore video. That's fun. The world building streams. Maybe that's not a bad idea for sure. Conjure up some images, do some world building. Not a bad idea. Yeah. I'd have to do that at some point. You guys the type that just enjoys like, lore and not just YouTuber, like not in just in games, but like VTubers and other stuff too. I feel like a good chunk of what I like when it comes to stuff like that, it doesn't have to be like all encompassing, but it can add so much, I feel like those that can just, I don't know, you can tell what's going on at a glance. I think that's nice. That is, it's easier said than done though, right? Because I feel like it's nicer to be like show not tell, right? That's why I think it's more enticing there. Especially when it comes to like, you know, a book's setting or like written stuff, right? Interested and not invested, but I do enjoy seeing people's creativity. Yeah. It's not the most important thing. I agree. I think that it's like with the way that I talk, I try to make like reinforce it. So if you ever see me like correct somebody with how I, you know, they say something, right? You know, that's not really always something where I'm like, it's not always me being like mean. It's just like, no, this is the way it is here, you know? So it's fun. I like it at least. Let me think. What else is like, I don't know. I think the worst part of lore stuff though is like if it like limits somebody, right? If somebody can't do certain things that they want to do, that's where it's like starts to be a problem. You know? Like they can't talk about their day when they have lore to indent like dense. They can't just dive into like, hey man, I went and traveled this way. It's like, yes, I I'm trapped in this facility and I can't escape. So no, I didn't travel. Yeah, they're too far gone, bro. It's not the worst, but yeah, I hear you. Starts to be like, uh-oh, bro, please. You're now like putting like brakes on your own creativity, man. It's not good. Ooh, hi, welcome in. Hi there. It's been nice seeing new folks. Hi. Ooh. It's also very fun to me because of the fact that like okay, I was saying this earlier, but I on Twitter did a similar thing on a tweet being like, you're gonna scroll on by without saying who? I saw somebody that I think they just didn't get why it was me tweeting about that. It was kind of funny because it's like, I don't know, sometimes it's just silly seeing how little media literate some people are. It's not like a bad thing, but it is kind of funny. It's like, why is the owl man named Hooty Who asking for us to say who? Do I look like an owl? No, I'm the owl. Simple as, bro. Well, welcome in. Hi. It's so silly. It's really funny. I think you do a good job with it. Flying places, con stuff, elixirs. Yeah, so just what they're called. Limitation forces you to get creative sometimes. Yeah, I think if you have a limitation, it can sort of make you like think outside the box. That's not a bad way to look at it either. I feel like it's just sometimes I think people are just afraid to, you know, break out of that box kind of thing. Like if they have that like restriction, they're like, oh, what works that I know can work, but also works for and they get like, you know, paralyzed with choice. I think that's the, you know, the easiest balance of it. I was just like, I don't know. I have like, things that I call certain other things. That's about it, truly. There's always like a, you know, your world's version of what I talk about. And I'm like, I could truly just write a little, what's it called when you have like a little like dictionary into the back of a book? It's called like a, there's like a word for that. Glossary, yeah. A little glossary for the way I talk. You know, it'd be kind of celery, like, but you know, it kind of works. Might have to have something on the Discord or something. Like you've gotten that far, you might as well have like the cheat sheet. That'd be kind of silly, but nice. Got yourself some elixir, had his drowsy side effects. Gotta look at all the labels. But if you needed to take it, that's also you know, not your fault. If it's like a daily elixir, yeah. Weirdly enough, a lot of my elixirs, they help me with like actually having more energy, which is kind of crazy. I feel like I have such like low energy to start with. But I'm working on that, trying to get back into working out, doing quests, you know, keeping in shape. I have a good shape. It is very Dorito shaped, but like, you know, in the positive way. Snatched waist and all. But it's like, I think the one thing that stops me, and it's not that it's ever been a major problem, I just don't want to be like bulky with muscles. Like, I don't want to be like I want to be lean fit instead of like swole, if that makes sense. Snatched. Now, don't get any funny ideas. You can look, but don't touch. Okay? Like a swimmer's body. Yeah. That's a thing that's like, that's a difficult thing to like get correct though. Yeah. Climbing's good for lean muscle. That's true. If I had like a place to rock climb, that'd be kind of neat. I used to do a little bit of that, but like for gym stuff. I've been just like in the past, I've only had like bulk muscles.
You little snack, Hooty?
Thanks. I am, right? But speaking of mouse, here's also a song for mouse. That's cute. Aren't you a little snack? You like the little sound bites that I've had? There's a few that I'm like, I know that I can also, I can have clips and like the audio from those be like, or, you know, on there as well. Mouse has always been a sweetheart to me, so I think she's a treat. If I'm a snack, then she's a treat, okay?
Love it. Owl out of 10.
Love it. Owl out of 10. That's another really good one, actually. It was all just from like one little section of her stream, too. I'm like, that's crazy. She's so sweet to me. What the fuck? What did I do to deserve that, man? I guess I've just been like kind, I guess. Whatever. It's fine. Whatever, man. Genuinely so nice. She is. I don't know. I feel like maybe in a way, you're pretty freaking epic. Thanks, man. Thanks. Ah, dude, it just like it inspires me to like make more cool stuff. And I know that like Mouse does a lot of music, so I'm like, man, if I want to go towards that direction too, man, what the fuck? I want to do like music, but I think a lot of my voice is it's more meant for rap than like super sing-songy. I've been trying to practice like the way I sing. Done a bit of that on like, you know, drives or in the shower. Not enough for karaoke, but I do like music a whole lot. You never know, once you get some actual vocal training, yeah. It's true. I feel like I have like a lot of tips and tricks from people that know vocal things. But I'm like, I don't want to I don't want to overdo it if I ever, you know, go crazy with it. So I'm like, I gotta measure and, you know, make sure I'm not like practicing the wrong things. I've heard you can practice wrong things in like singing. So I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what is good for like healthy and solid singing so that I can do that for myself too. Yeah, find your comfy range. Have you heard Felix from Stray Kids? I have. Interesting enough, I'm just like it's been thrust into my lap that some people have the opinion that I sound like Felix from Stray Kids, but I still don't see it. I don't understand the comparison. I do like Stray Kids' music, but I'm like, their music is like really nice. But I'm like, where does the comparison come from? I don't know. Would be like saying that me and like certain other people with deep voices have a similar voice. It's like, I mean, maybe some might have like a similar range to me, but like, I don't know. Hard to say. Besides, the dude has a fairly deep voice when singing. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the few. But it's just a silly thing. Comparing voices. I mean, I guess comparing anything is like, I think comparison has been like the problem I've had a lot of, just like I don't want to compare myself to others anymore, guys. It's bad for my mental health. Please. It's no good. So I'm like trying not to, you know, avoid it. I'm avoiding it kind of thing. Because it's like, you know, the thief of joy. That's the phrase that I was thinking of. Yeah. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison just depresses and angers people, nothing out of it. I think it's like a valid thing too. It's like, especially as a creative, trying to find the best way to find your inspiration and like keep that creativity flowing. It's not going to be comparing yourself to others. That's for sure. You know, I feel that's the sort of vibe I feel. Yeah, I do understand the sentiment, but it starts to be like, yeah, not exactly the best for the mental, bro. Gotta start, having those same people go into, yeah. I'm not saying you should go into the inverse and be like, that dude from Stray Kids sounds like this one VTuber. That's crazy. You should check him out. Maybe we gotta start a campaign for the inverse. Start finding those comparisons and then comments on those. Yeah. I don't know. Imagine. I feel like that would be like a little intrusive, actually. I feel like that might be a little mean, because I'm like, I don't actually want people to compare people, especially because, we're all just, having a good time. Wow. Some of those K-pop fans scare. Yeah, I could imagine that there's some things that are a little scary about fandoms stuff, but I think that I think generalizing is also not gonna be the best. There's also really good fans in same space, But yeah, some are also really out there. But that's with any fandom, Comparing, I think your neck is more flexible than mine. Owls can turn their head more than 180 degrees. Yeah. It's why sometimes I wake up with a slight stiff neck, because my head was rotated entirely backwards for a little. Nah, man. Imagine just waking up. Oh man, my head is on backwards. Just rotate entirely back. Ugh. Not again. Is that the sound? What was that sound? Yeah, me popping my neck. Popping it back into place. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. You got it. Oh, that's the pop of an arcane sigil going off. You're not supposed to be hearing that. It's a bad sign. There's an intruder. But it's okay. They've been sent to a different place. It's one of those where you step on a trap, it goes pop, and then they're like, oh, well, now they're in I don't know. They've gone and been sent to Arkansas. Yeah, sent all the way to Arkansas. Explosion. Well, if it was an explosion, it'd be a lot louder of a sound, okay? Just rumbling of the entire apartment here and everything. Arkansas. Yeah. Arkansas. The real pronunciation of it. There's no other way to say it. We have Kansas and then Arkansas. Virginia and West Virginia. Or Dakota and North Dakota. There's only two ways to describe something. And it's calling it the base thing and then one direction of it. Can we just merge the Dakotas in the States? Just, one big Dakota. Have you ever met somebody named Dakota? I feel like that used to be more of a common name. But I'm I don't think I've heard somebody named Dakota since maybe my middle school, but I don't know. So welcome. Hi, if you're just joining us, I've been rambling all day. We've been vibing though. Don't think so. Dakota. Somebody was saying I've heard, or the Dakota fandom is done. Wait, sorry. I misread your sentence entirely. I thought you were about to say the Dakota fandom is dying. That's really silly. Sorry. That's so silly of like a slip up in my own head. The Dakota fandom is dying. Also, welcome in. Hi. Hope you're having a good one. Welcome in. I'm reading your name in my head is Akum. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I'm not excited for like the stupid like pranks on April 1st tomorrow, bro. I'm not excited. Dude, imagine there's gonna be like some weird silly ones. Call you Cam. Okay. I was like, I wonder if there's a part of your name that you would prefer. I would hope so. Well, I would hope there would be like some way to defer, right? Yeah, unless they're really over the top and silly. Like, I don't know. There's been ones where it's like, oh, it's very like goofy. Yeah, no, you have to pronounce it fully. Yep. Full name, everybody, every time I say their name in chat, like Sina Kanilla and Kat Kitoshi. Every time I talk to somebody in chat, oh god, that would be like, it would start to be grating. Yuck. You would start to be like, I hate it here actually. Can we not? Oh no, bro. Last time I did an April Fool's, titled my stream something along oh no. People were concerned. It is very much a concerning thing, bro. Never whip out the government name. I feel like I'm in trouble. You're just like a shaking chihuahua. It's like, guys. Gulp. Man. I feel like that's what it's like whenever somebody says Hooty Hoo. Hello, Hooty Hoo. How are you today? Well, I mean, Hooty Hoo still is like, people say it cutely. Unless it's like that, then it's like fine. Yeah. Give me chocolate. Yeah. It's a good one. I'm about to be lectured. Yeah. You're in trouble, bro. Ooh, you in trouble. Hooty Hoo is the fun word, not a full name. It's true. Well, it is not technically my full name. I've shortened it. Hooty is short for Hootsifer. Hootsifer Hootamus Who. The third. Yep. Not a joke, actually. Hootamus. Not like Optimus Prime. Like Maximus, okay? The third. It was my dad and then my, not my grandpa, but my great-grandpa. Add that to the wiki. It's a known fact, bro. Too long, already forgot. Bartholomew. That's like my cousin's name, probably. Yeah. There's 3 of them. Yeah, man. At least I'm not adding other titles like Esquire or Sir Sir Hoocifer Hootamus Who of the Who lineage, hailing all the way from Hootenanny, at your service. In the flesh. Start sounding like I'm about to, you know, serve up some tea and crumpets with that kind of accent. Or like Mr. Owl from Winnie the Pooh. Might as well be a Rowlet from Pokemon. We got our little guys. They're kind of like Rowlets or Hoots. Now chat's in Comic Sans. Oh god. What a punishment for having to refresh chat. What the Tootsie Roll Owl? Mr. Owl. How many licks? Shut up. I'm strangling you. Oh man. Man. Hooty Hoo, like the owl, like the Owl House. Shut up. Man. Seven TV setting that actively stops from letting Twitch do their April Fool's joke. Oh my god, wait. Is it supposed to be that there's like an April Fool's joke happening already? Where like Twitch is turning to Comic Sans? I guess maybe. Ban all other owls. No, I actually need to reply to somebody. There's an owl, another owl streamer that I'm not super familiar with, but they were like, oh, we should do something at some point because we're owls. I'm like, oh, that's neat. Maybe. Depends. We might have to like check the vibe first. April 1st, Twitch changed their fonts to Comic Sans. Wonderful. It's so legible for people that have reading disabilities. Yatta. How does that work for like other languages? I know that like there's Japanese and well, I guess like Spanish is still in like the like same font, but I'm like, I don't know. I have bad enough sight. It doesn't need to get worse. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Yeah, the setting there for it, that's so silly. Crazy. I feel like, whenever I've seen people do like site-wide like jokes or like either, I guess Twitch being like Comic Sans as a good example, it's always like weirdly obstructive. Like, God, I barely can handle using it in the first place. God knows it's going to be like a hassle to use it tomorrow. So, or I guess past midnight tonight. Or April 1st. So I'm like, man, bro, just gonna use Twitch and like watch streamers that I'm a fan of and just like have the chat entirely closed. At least it doesn't affect mobile. That would have to probably be like a mobile update just for them to do a joke. And that might mess up other things. Imagine. Yeah, probably shouldn't do that, Twitch. So, smart move not to make it on the app at the least. PC and phone. Yeah. I think there's been a lot more on Twitch in general. It's like been so much more. So many people have been like watching on mobile. It's kind of neat to see that. Because for a while it's been like, oh, it was almost only on desktop. But now there's been more and more people using the app and stuff. Back to normal. Yatta! My god. One of those times where Twitch just like doing something goofy with it. Need to have better mod system on mobile. Honestly, yeah. Use mode mobile unless I'm modding. That's valid though. I think that's a lot of people. Because it's like, it also counts as mobile if you're on like your TV or like other certain devices even. So Twitch is primarily going to be like, yeah, it's going to be in it's going to be mostly in like for the people that are watching on their unusual devices. I don't know, I guess it's been a while since I've just sat in my phone and, you know, watched some Twitch. Normally at my desk also working though. Yeah. To pin a comment on mobile. I think that there's like weird systems when it comes to like Twitch's mod views and stuff. I think there's also, oh god, the fact that they've been trying to do certain weird things. It's fine. Not to talk ill of the only website I stream on. You know what I mean? Ugh. You know what you know how it is. If it was better on other places, I'd be there, okay? You know how it is. I think there's one thing I have like such a trouble with I think with the fact that there's multi-streaming on YouTube, right? There's the problem I would have, it's not even like specifically the moderation. It's more that like I'd have to find a way to split my audio. And I'm like, I don't know how their systems work. Yeah. Yeah, what about glass houses? Well, you know what they say about glass houses. Was not expecting that voice when I clicked the stream. Hi, welcome in. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Should I do that in OBS manually? Well, I'm like, okay, for the like the tech side of things, I don't know if it like takes from like everything that it hears or if it's only certain tracks for the broadcast. That's all. I'd have to look into it. It's been a long time since I've last looked into it, but yeah. Hi, by the way, welcome in. Hi, if you are just joining us. My name is Hooty Who. I am the night owl with the nice deep voice. That's who. Hope you're having a good one. Happy Tuesday. We were just talking about how like Twitch is a little silly, especially with the fact that there's going to be like a you know, an April Fool's joke soon. They're probably gonna make it like Comic Sans. That sounds about right for their stuff. Yeah, something to look into. I think it'd be really nice to multi-stream, only due to the fact that there's like, I don't know, there's a lot of people that also really enjoy stuff on you know, on YouTube that they may not be able to see me all that often. Yeah. Someone in the room is an owl. Ooh. Yeah, the streamer. It's true. Sorry, I like whenever I read certain like silly sentences in chat, I'm like, I gotta say it in the stupidest way possible. Yeah, it's the streamer. Yeah, man. It's that guy right there. That's how I read my messages. Yeah. It's how it should be. I mean, you know, let me grab one of the hooligans, conjure up one of you guys. There we go. This is one of the hooligans, one of chat. This is what you guys look like if you didn't know. So just imagining the voice that comes out of them, you know, that's not a terribly far off. See, there's like one sleeping on the couch back there, and then there's one behind me waving out the window. So many little guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the Meowth voice. I'm gonna buy myself a toy key. And then when I'm done eating the toy key, I'm gonna throw all the bones at James's head. There's one at the top of the building pretending to be Batman. It's okay. He's like dipped his feathers in like black ink, and so that he looks even more dark and brooding. Yeah. It's evil but stupid at the same time. I say that these guys are like 70% fluff and then 30% freak. So, not super far off, honestly. I don't know if they know the concept of being mean. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Yeah. Normally, you see like, you know, chat bully streamer, but it's like, it's not exactly mean. It's more trying to make jokes. Yeah. Not the wet owl. Not the wet owl look, though. Yeah. Dude, imagine dipping one of these birds, one of these freaks in ink, or like just making them wet with the hose. It's just like they just wither down to like their bare components practically. Just twigs under all of that. Like a one single brain cell that's mischievous. Yeah. That's this guy, or these guys, the hooligans. Looks like he dissolved like cotton candy. That's the thing. You know, I say it's like 70% fluff. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's basically cotton candy. They're little arcane bird freaks. Where it's like, not exactly birds, because they have little hands. Long hair cats, yeah. When they have like a long haired cat and they just like dip them in the water and they're just like, help, I'm drowning in my own fur now. What the fuck? Why did you do this to me? Yeah, they look skinny underneath all their fur. That's so silly. I have like such floofy hair, so I'm almost like in the same way. Like my hair gets so much more like length whenever I'm like I'm fresh out the shower, and then it fluffs up. It's been a long time since I've had a like a pet. I really feel like if I were to have like a pet though, I'd probably want something like a wiener dog. Oh my god, those guys are so cute. But like, I don't know if I could handle a long-haired wiener dog because they're so like a bit more maintenance with their fur. But that's okay. I donktioned. Yeah. Those guys are silly. They have like such personality. Like they're very moody, but in a fun way kind of dogs. I like them a lot. They're so silly. Then I could be like, chat, you want to see pictures of my wiener and then just like show the dog. Holy. Wow. Then show the dog. And it's good stuff, bro. We're live. Yeah, exactly that. Whoa, yeah. But unfortunately, no. I don't have a dog. How to ban streamer. What the hell, dude? This is my stream. I get to say what I want. I mean, there are repercussions if I say certain things, but like, I'm not about to start like being evil. God, crazy things to write in chat for 500. Holy. Yeah, guys, check it out. Oh man. Thought I was gonna say I don't have a wiener. Crazy work, bro. Oh man. Wild bunch. Wild. Should give us Hoot Dog for free for that one. I don't know. No. There gotta be incentives. You gotta have some, you know, some reason. Hey man, I got to pay my bills too, okay? Come on. Just a simple Hoot Dog. Oh man. Dude, we've been just jamming out today. It's been a good one. How are you guys feeling? It's our streamer. Yeah, that's my Oshi. I like the part of Hooty's stream where he talked about his wiener for a really long time. Wow. He even showed us some pics, bro. It's crazy. Oh my god, insane. Hooty, no. You gotta pay for that, yeah. Hands in 5, thank you for the reminder. Thank you. Shwini have yappy half the time. Any sort of like mixed breed of like a weenie dog would be actually really cute. Imagining. Yeah. I wonder what like maybe like a Pomeranian or like other dogs would be. I don't know. I think I've seen like a corgi and a weenie dog. There's like a few others that I'm like, damn, bro. Oh man, imagine how lanky a wiener dog mixed with like a greyhound would be, or like a what are they called again? Like a greyhound is one of the types, but I'm thinking of like the tiny ones that are like also. Corgi mixes always get the corgi body with the head of the other breed. You know, that's not exactly far off. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, it was like a corgi with a wiener dog mix, and it was almost exactly that, where they had the face of the wiener dog and the body of the corgi, but they were a little longer. A Borzoi. That's one of them I was thinking of too. So silly. It would be such a long snout. Yeah. What do you want, a cracker? I'm okay. I got myself some like, I had some gyoza earlier. Oh my god. Some good stuff, bro. It's some chicken gyoza. Hell yeah. Pot stickers. Well, I don't know. Is it pot stickers or gyoza? Because they're different. I think they're pot stickers the way that I make them. Yeah. Gyoza. Chinese dumpling traditionally filled with ground meat, vegetables wrapped in a thin, then boiled, steamed, pan-fried. Yeah, they're the same. Okay, I guess interchangeable depending. Yeah. I think of them as pot stickers, but yeah, gyoza also work. How are you doing? I'm good. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. We've been just yapping today, but I'm like, I'm not upset about that. Bro, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie though. When the ads go, I'm gonna have to like, you know, run to the little bird's room. But other than that, we're chilling. Been talking about dogs. I love dogs. Gyoza are thinner and crispy. More Chihuahua than, you know, the brother. Oh, cute. More of the dachshund. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, there's so many types of dogs that are just so cute. Like, I would love to have a Shiba, but they're also like, they're cat coded, but they're dogs, you know? They have like such cat behavior, and it's very silly. Goes there. I feel like whenever I have like, I don't know, anything involving like Chinese or just like Asian takeout, right? Dude, there's like such a like some of the go-tos have to be like a crab rangoon or like things like those, right? Wonton. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god. That shit is like always my number one. I have to get that every time. Shias are so mean. What the fuck did Shia do? What the hell? I'm gonna tell on you. What the hell? What did he do? Welcome in. Hi, guys. Hi. At least they called him cute. They are cute.
I think I might just put a knife in it. I think that's a really good idea.
What are you doing?
See if it works.
Hey.
Oh, yes, it goes in beautifully.
What the hell? Trying to stab me, bro? What the hell? Come on, man. You moved. Well, I wasn't gonna just sit there and take a stabbing. You moved. Yeah, man. Cause you were gonna stab me. What the? God, oh, it's not like we were saying, like the other time. It's not like acupuncture. That's a knife. Also, I will be right back so that people that are getting ads don't miss a thing. But I'm going to leave this hooligan with, you guys. So I will be right back, guys. Okay. What? What? There you go. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm back. Wow. Hope everyone's good. Did a bit of stretching. Hope the ends were also just like, nothing crazy. I don't know, man. That scared you? Me pressing like the disappear button on accident. Just like, what? Being thrown into the shadow realm. Happens, I got better. It's gonna take a little more than some dark magic and cards, Yugi boy. I live these. Oh man. Hope you guys are good. I'm like, let me see. Is there anything I've been meaning or wanting to play? I have some card game. I've been kind of been in the mood for like Slay the Spire. But I know that there's depends on how you guys feel. It'd be some sort of like just game in the back kind of thing where I just play cards and then we're just going and vibing. Don't provoke Yugi. I mean, we'll cheat. That man does cheat in those card games from what I remember. Yeah. Some of us have abandonment issues. Not me though. Hey man, you're outing the streamer on that one. Come on, chill. Come on, man. I'm out here I'm trying to recover and do better, but still, abandonment issues are running rampant in the VTubering space, bro. Chill out. Watching some solitaire even. That's fun. I don't... The closest to solitaire I've played a game on stream is like Balatro. But even then, I'm like... I've had my fair share of Balatro runs that I'm like... I've all but like finalized the entirety of that game. I'm okay. I've had my time in the Balatro mines. I can't be going back, bro. I'm already been obsessed with like other games in the meantime though. Oh man. I'm still like, dude, April's gonna have so many games in it that I'm like, oh, God. How am I gonna find the time to play all these games, right? That's really gonna be the problem. There's like the entirety of, Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi. I was like, which one is it? But then there's also there's Pragmata. There's probably indie games that I don't even know they're just gonna pop off and just, show up. But I'm like, weird card game. Gorieter? Wait. I'm not familiar. Me when Steam had their last sale, bro. Bought like 7 games. Oh no. Dude, it happens so often that I'm like, I can't be buying all these games, man. The Raccoon Coin Pusher game came out. Fuck. It was a very cute demo, actually. There's like a whole coin pushing roguelite Oh my god. I forgot about that. But now I'm like, I mean, it could be kind of fun, but I gotta save I gotta save money for the, games and things that truly matter, man. I feel like I'm trying to think of like certain games that I've been really, really looking forward to. It's definitely Pragmata, but it's also like, I'm excited for when the newest Mega Man is going to come out next year. Next year, I was just looking at games, sorry. Game releases. Let me see. What do we got this year even? Because every now and then I just entirely forget. So we're already near the end of March. Right? Yeah. So Super Meat Boy 3D. The Division. We have Darwin's Paradox. There's a few games that I'm like, I don't even know what these are. We have like the competitive Pokemon on the Switch, Pokemon Champions. Dude, that's crazy. Is there anybody that's here that's really interested in like the competitive side of Pokemon? Because that side of Pokemon feels like so intense. Like, I don't know if I can handle it. It's so intense, It seems stressful. Yeah. Where I'm like, I'm just here for, playing like silly RPG with the little guys, bro. In theory, and yes, in practice, absolutely out of my league. There's some people that are just like obsessed. Like it's the only thing they do. They go to work, they come back home, and they just only think about the art, like the competitive side of Pokemon. And that's all they do. And I'm like, how? How is that everything? Like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm like adjusting my headphones because my my headphones are still a little busted. But I should be getting my new ones tomorrow, so that's something. We have, let me see any other ones that actually stick out. Oh, Mouse PI for Hire. I remember hearing about that. What kind of game is it? I know it's a shooter, but like, is it, like a Doom shooter or stuff like that? I don't know. Tomodachi Life on the 16th. Magmata with the 17th. Right next to each other? Come on, man. There's Vampire Crawlers on the 21st. Ugh. The people that made Vampire Survivors are making a dungeon crawler like roguelite. Oh my god. The demo for that was already so good, bro. Man. Because it's like a deck builder and everything. And I'm like, man, I'm too obsessed with these kinds of games. I can't be doing that. Seems like a Bioshock type game. I don't remember. I guess that sounds right for Mouse PI. Yeah. There's been like a lot of really good things about like the previews for Mouse PI though. Because it's all like hand-drawn animation and everything. And that's crazy to me. I don't know. Like imagine how do I explain? Like it's Cuphead, but it's a first person shooter, you know, but you know, not exactly Cuphead. So like a BioShock is kind of like interesting. Mouse BI is all the animations in that game is straight up hand animated. It's crazy. And so that's why people are actually excited for it. Or part of the reason. So if you've seen any like trailers for it, oh yeah, no, it's crazy, bro. Let me see. Kiln, I don't actually know what that is. We have there's a Diablo 4 DLC that I'm like, I don't even play the game. Does anybody still play for like, you know, Diablo 4? Forest 3 whenever it drops? I've not actually played the Forest. I'm not the most into like, you know, these survival games. I feel like it has to have like some sort of appeal when it comes to like, I don't know, like visual aesthetics, and it's just horror and like gross to look at. So I'm like, nah, I'm okay. It's okay. But the third game, apparently, yeah, it's going to be set in the future. So that's at least interesting. When is that release? Let me see. Is it this year or is it like even farther down the line? The Forest has always been like a series where, I don't know, I just like the idea of, I don't know, like these weird monstrosity cannibal things. I don't know if they really appeal to me, bro. Only decided to play 2 for the abundance and apparent lore scattered about. So far, I've not gotten so far. I see, I see. I feel like, yeah, the lore, if you're into that stuff, it's a good time. I know that people also, in the similar vein, not quite the same, but some people really like, what is it? It's Subnautica. That's the one I was thinking of. I also have not played that, but it's also difficult to play on PC. And it would be the type of game that I would want to play more on PC. It's just like, having a game that has intense water physics as well as just like running everything on a stream. Oh yeah, it's gonna destroy my PC, bro. It's like, hey man, let's boot up the and just like buffer all over. Immediate, just like destroy, melt my room and everything. Oh no. Let's see, what else we got? Oh man, we have so many like games that I've heard, but like other ones I'm like, not for me. We have, there's like the Invincible like fighting game. Oh my god, I forgot about that one. Water is the bane of my existence in video games. Oh man. Also, not to mention that some people have just like intense thalassophobia. Is that how you pronounce it? Fear of the deep water. And I'm like, I get it. It's not that I'm afraid. I'm definitely just not like, I don't know. It's the fact that like, even though some people are afraid, it's gonna just stop people from watching if that's the case, right? It's like, oh yeah, man, I would moderate for you, but guess what? The water scares the shit out of me, so sorry. My bad, man. It's like, oh fuck. Oh man, okay. Hmm. Let's see. In May, we have a new Forza. We have Yoshi's game. We have Bubsy. Oh yeah, there's that. I forgot about Bubsy 4D. I'm not sure what they expect out of it. Like maybe the gameplay will be interesting, but I don't think I could handle the commentary. It'd be the type of like, if there's an option, I'm going to just mute the character. I'm just gonna like, hey man, hey, where's the mod where Bubsy shuts the fuck up? Yeah. Still moderate, just no video. That's true, yeah. Can we have Bubsy 4D for PC and then find the Bubsy stops saying shit mod? Yeah. Legit is an option in game. It's gotta be. In order for people to like actually not get this like absolutely like fed up with this character, it's gonna have to be an option. Because there was like AAA like big title games that have been ruined by, well, not ruined, but it's more like how do I say this? Dude, it's the idea of like, you know, those main characters that just say wild shit. I was like, guys, he's right behind me, isn't he? That just happened. Just like those kind of lines in like AAA games can ruin a game entirely. So if it's like, oh my god, wasn't there like a, gosh, what was the game called? There was like a full-fledged like pretty decent video game that just like, you know, people hated it because the MC, the main girl, just wouldn't like stop talking. High on Life, that's, well, that is one of them. I'm not about to play High on Life because of that. Forspoken, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. Forspoken is like, oh, here's like Sony's new AAA game or something, right? Nobody wanted it to be like, to be frank with it. The main character could have been a silent protag and people would have loved it probably. Yeah. Sony catching strays, it was Square Enix. I mean, okay, Sony deserves it though, okay? I'm just saying. They gatekeep games that people want. Square Enix. That's crazy that it was a Square Enix game, huh? I guess it makes sense. Only one quick talking cat boy on this stream. I'm not a cat boy. What are you on about? Sony will tell you the solution to the puzzle before you know there was a puzzle. That's not wrong. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I'm like, wasn't that basically how, you know, Forspoken was though? Where they were like, I don't know, just yapping the whole time. Wasn't there also like with Forspoken, like it wasn't just the main character, it was like one of your, I don't know, like your accessories also talked, so she had even more reason to keep talking. I'm like, oh no, dude. No, it's not on the, you know, it's not on the voice actress for that. That's definitely on the the writing team for making that be the like the thing going on. It was just Chatty Cathy something fierce. Okay. It was just their choice to just yap at them. They were just talking to the wind. Oh no, man. That makes it worse somehow. Man. Sorry to pop off on that one. But Bubsy 4D, if it doesn't have, if it should have an option to make sure Bubsy doesn't keep yapping. And I will be immediately choosing to do that if I play it. Or, I mean, maybe there should be like a, how do I say this? Maybe having it be some sort of like bit war or something, where if you have like one side for the bit war is like Bubsy, let Bubsy speak, and the other side is like shut up Bubsy. And you just like fight for the option whether he's like full volume or entirely silent. Holy dude, imagine. Oh man. But the next one on this list is like a game I'm actually really, oh man, I do want to play at some point. Is Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. It's apparently like the kind of like the Arkham games, but Lego, you know? That's crazy. But it's neat. I feel like I've only played a tiny bit of like Arkham City and then like Arkham Origins. So playing it in the Lego form is probably going to be even it's going to be more the desired experience, right? I mean, they're not they're not going through the story of like the Arkham games, but it plays like it apparently, or supposedly. I don't know for sure. Let's see what else we got in May. We have a few others, but I'm like not super familiar. Oh, then there's like, yeah, the 007 First Light near the end of May. That's the one where he looks like Tom Cruise from Top Gun. Yeah. Instead of like a secret agent, he just looks like an like a pilot, which isn't the worst, but also, yeah. Just keep thinking of like, I don't know, so many different games that I'm like, man, too many games, bro. Tom Cruise, but taller. Yeah. You got it. I didn't see there was a new Lego Batman coming out. Yeah. No, dude, there's like, it's not even a small game. It's like, from what I know, it's going to be like a super expansive one. Very cool. Also, welcome in. Hi, Void. Welcome, welcome. We're vibing today. We've been just yapping today. I kind of needed a just yapping kind of day. So I hope you guys understand, instead of gaming, maybe a little bit of a shorter yappy day. I don't know. I like yapping with you guys. It makes me happy. It's all good. You know how it is. I have like other things that I know that I've been meaning to do, but I've been like, because of that, I'm like, been meaning to work on things, and my brain has been like so bad. You know what I'm saying? So on a day like this, I like yapping. See what else we got. We have June See, any that I even care about that's been announced for June? Not really. Yeah. Like a football game, games that I'm like, fine. I guess there's a fighting game with Dead or Alive 6. I've never played a Dead or Alive game though. Like all of the things I know about Dead or Alive are, you know, the volleyball games. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I feel like these Lego games that are just also, have you ever seen somebody's like first or entire experience with a series only comes from Lego? Dude, that's so funny to me. Dead or Alive is like a paragon of the gaming industry. I've never played one. Even the volleyball games, I'm like, that's not even something I've played. I've just seen people play, okay? You know, it's not for me. Not exactly. I know those also have like really cool dudes, not just the ladies in it, so I don't know, maybe. See, we have Dead or Alive is the only thing that's interesting for me in June. So far, at least. We have July Backyard Baseball. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've not played one of those, but I've seen also that, like, how, like, janky the old games used to be. Also, welcome in if you're just joining us. Hi. Just yapping about new releases coming this year. We have Grand Blue Fantasy. Is that the fighting game? Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I'm like, I don't know. Echoes of Arachnid, Ascension to Zeros, 70s style robot anime. Some of these, yeah. Owl Boy, yeah. Welcome in. You don't know, hi, my name is Hooty Hoo. I am the night owl with the nice deep voice. And we've been just hanging, you know? Oh, action RPG. It's fantastic. Ooh. I do love a good RPG. I know a tiny bit about like the Grand Blue setting. Yeah. But not a lot. I've seen the fighting game, but also like there was the gacha and a few other things, yeah. Vibes passable. Well, welcome in. Hell yeah, dude. Passable is crazy. That's you know what? What do you mean passable? What the heck? What the? I have immaculate vibes. Using the mobile money to make genuinely great regular games. That's true. Actually putting it into like other projects is cool. I feel like it's one where the setting is way more interesting than some other gachas that I've seen. But then again, I guess, yeah, no, gachas, there's a few gachas that have like really wild but interesting settings. So I'm like, yeah. Yo, Triscuits. Means you pass, now get in the friend pile. Well, welcome in. I like the vibes here. I think they're pretty good. And now you get to be a little hooligan, which is one of these guys. If you don't know, shake them up. Hear a little bean rattling up there. We were just recalling all the games this year. Mm. We have also, let me see. Let's see. Anomaly Precedent, Beast of Reincarnation. Oh, that's, wait, Beast of Reincarnation. Isn't that the Game Freak game? It's in August. Yeah, wow, damn. I rattle the hooligan. Dude, there's like a whole bunch of titles. I'm excited. I think there's just so many. But I'm like, I don't know exactly what you would want me to do from, like, you know, things like that in chat. Now, I'll let you know. You're in my domain. You're in my tower, my wizard's domain. The rules are simple. You enjoy the vibe. Be chill. Hang out, have a good time. And if you pass the vibe check, you get to stay. Understood. Yeah, so many games, so little hours to play them. I feel that. There's also so many, like, this doesn't even include games that are gonna just like shadow drop. Like, you know, there's a ton of like indie titles for sure that I'm like, man, gonna say the word. Making triple peanut butter cookies. I'm more of like a chocolate chip. Yeah. Nice tower, bro. You like it? I think it's pretty good. Count up to how many games I've just like on my Switch that I need to play or finish. Oh no, bro. I think there's like a backlog I have too. Because it's like, there's like games from years past on Steam that I'm like, oh, I've been meaning to play. Oh my god, dude. Oh no. I have like RPGs that I want to play, and those also take so much time. Haven't even updated Stardew. Oh no. And that can also be a time sink. The Steam backlog. It's true though. It's real. It's so much. Mm-hmm. I feel like, scared to update that. So many mods. Oh no. Dude, also. Oh no, yeah, there's a lot of games, whenever they have an update, it just destroys your mod list too. Oh no. Man. Yeah, also, yeah. There's the new romance options for Clint, and then like one of, I can't remember exactly who, but I know that there was an outrage against that one dude. I'm not even the biggest fan of Stardew in the first place, but I know people are upset about that. Holy Sandy, yeah. Stardew and last update, I just like try to figure out my whole island thing. So much to do. There is so much to do, yeah. I feel like whenever I've delved into Stardew though, I don't know, it's like I try to, I stop myself sometimes, but I get so obsessed with like modding it. Just because it's like, I don't know, I have like, I need the visuals to match my aesthetic. I play Stardew on my Switch, so no mods. I feel like modless Stardew would still be okay, but I'm just like, it's just visually not for me. There's like other games that would fit that bill for like a farmer sim or like, you know, a little do your daily thing every day. Isn't he like obsessed with the blue-haired girl? How is he in the story gonna go if you like date him? I don't know. I feel like I've seen some people give their thoughts on what they will do when the update happens, or you know, what they might already be doing if it's already updated. And oh my god, there are some people that just hate this man's. I don't think he's like probably the worst, but the way he's written starts to be like he's a creep, man. I don't get it. It's like, if you're somebody that's like, I don't know, he has the kind of vibe where he's like, I was so nice to the girl. Why am I being friend zoned? I deserve at least some compensation. It's like, brother, this is not how that works. From what I can tell, that's how he's written. And I don't like that. I do not like that. It is, poor Clint. I don't know. Total ick of a person. Yeah. I can't get behind that thought. It's meant to be sarcastic. Well, from the reaction of the fans, I don't think it's taken that way. I don't believe so. Like, the intention versus reception is definitely something that, you know, there's a lot of, you can write something with the intent to be this way, and then it comes across in a different way. Screw you, I'm a nice guy. Hi, Scully, welcome in. You know what they say about nice guys? Don't throw stones in those glass houses, man. Don't do that. Yeah, I do finish last because I'm considerate. You said it, not me, man. Oh boy. Because I'm a gentleman and a scholar. Sorry. That's the same vibe. I'm sorry. It is, though. I'm a nice guy. Oh no. Please. Please understand the vibe. It's not. It's gonna be bad, bro. I don't know how to tell you this. It's not that you. It's fine. You'll learn. You'll learn. Hopefully. Welcome in. Hi, by the way. Hello, hello. I don't know, who am I talking? I'm just as bad as, you know, the next guy, if not worse, when it comes to trying to, I can't really talk to people, bro. I'm barely able to talk normally, you know? Your voice drew me in. Well, hi. You're just joining us. Hi, my name is Hooty. I am the night owl with the nice deep voice. Can you tell I'm getting a little tired though? A little bit. Not like in my voice, but like with the cadence on how I talk. I'm like, hi, everybody. Ooh, just a tad. I swear, I don't know why. I think I've just been like doing a lot of work offline, trying to make stuff happen. So I gotta like work on, you know, replying to emails and messages and set up events, and it's like, it's been a little tiresome. Love the bad? Where? It's okay. This is a hootligan. This little dude is a weird little thing made of fluff and freak. And, you know, Hooty hoo the it's okay. It's all good. You're closer to like a owl bear or a griffin, but not quite the same, really. You know? They try their best. There's one on the couch back there and one behind me in the window. There's a bunch of them around. Owl adjacent, yeah. I'm the only real owl here, but they're like, yeah, how do I say? They're like my familiars, but not really. They're just little guys that are easy to summon. Don't really do any sort of, you know, they don't do my bidding, but at least they keep me company. They're like, how do I describe? They're just little silly guys, you know? It's as if you have little like Animal Crossing characters running around. Going beep beep bop 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 bop. They talk in such silly ways too. Not always like the most cohesive though. I'll set this one down because he's probably starting to form thoughts, right? So maybe he'll be, you know, running around, running amok. So, yeah. Like orange cats, but like self-sufficient. I mean, you know, they can take a beating too. If I throw like a spell at them, they'll reform it over time. Starts to form thoughts. Yeah. They might start being like, I wish to cause problems on purpose. Yeah. That's what a hooligan is. Causing problems on purpose. I swear. It's all good. Guys, I'm gonna be so real. I think, at the end of my rope there today, though. But it's been a good time hanging. So, how's about we find somebody to raid and just vibe out the rest of the night? Thanks for stream. Thank you guys for hanging. It has been a nice time today, just at least hanging and yapping. You have a Discord? I do. If you haven't already, we have all my socials with exclamation mark socials. Follow Discord, join the Discord, follow my Twitter, Twitch, etc. If you haven't already and you like the vibes, I stream Sunday through Tuesdays and Fridays at 3 p.m. PST. And I appreciate you guys coming on by. Did I join when you were about to end? Unfortunately, you did, but that's okay. I will be back on Friday. I'm very consistent with it. I got my good consistency. It's okay. I'll be back. And if you don't, if you don't see me live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's only because of the fact that I'm just like, I need at least a little time off to work on videos and songs, going on quests. You know how it is. But I will see you guys on Friday. How's about... I'm trying to think of like who I could raid that we would be up for good vibes with. We might just call it today if you guys are feeling, no raids, because I think that I'm a little too low energy right now to carry on and say hi and be cordial that way. If that's okay with you guys. About Shida? Oh shit, he is on still. Hell yeah. Oh, I love Shia. He's my favorite silly bun. I love that dude. Shia is a homie. Let's go say hi then, yeah. Also, I just realized some of Shia's stream tags are so silly. Okay. Appreciate you guys. I will be back on Friday. Again, if you haven't already, join the Discord, follow my socials, and as always, take care of yourself. Good night. Good night. Appreciate you. Mwah.